Hello everybody. So do me a favor, right? Watch this video. Today I want to talk about a product called Hims. It's a stock that I'm invested in, but before I invested in this stock, which is an absolute monster, I invested in their products. Hims sells healthcare products. I grew my hair back using Hims. If you remember, around 6 months ago, I made a video telling you, hey guys, I'm growing my hair back. And as you can see, I have a lot of hair. At one point, I was super balding. I didn't have hair to comb. I didn't have hair to make a fake mohawk. I didn't have that. So I've been using Hims products for probably a good year and a half on and off, and steady for the last 6 months. And it really does work. I bought Hims stock because I bought Hims products, because I think that they work so good. I'm gonna compare Hims to Teledoc today. Both of them are in the telehealth space, but both of them have completely different business models. And I personally believe that Hims is a far superior product, far superior business model, and far superior value if you're getting into the telehealth space than Teledoc. Before I go any further, it's very important to understand there's a huge difference between the business models. Teledoc, for the most part, does a subscription-based model where you're paying a subscription monthly and you get to see doctors and do telehealth consultations. That's pretty much what they're selling you. Hims actually sells you a product, right? And the products that they deal with is pretty much rejuvenation, keep you young. And it's also products that most people are embarrassed to talk about in public, and embarrassed to talk about with people they love and their friends, and embarrassed to even talk about with their doctors. So what do they actually cover? Hair loss, skincare, and erectile dysfunction. And now Hims actually has hers. So they do male and female health. They have Teledoc, right? They do have telehealth where they can see, where you can see a consultation with a physician, and they do it essentially at cost price. They do that so that they can get the subscription for their products. And that's why their business model is much better than Teledoc. Teledoc, you're essentially paying to see a doctor. Hims, you're paying for the actual products that they're selling, and they're essentially throwing in the doctor at cost price. It's not a cost price, but pretty much, right? They have a 90% retention, 90% retention for subscription-based models. What does that mean? When I buy my hair care, I, for example, have a shampoo, I have a conditioner, I have a serum, and I have a foam. Because I can't use mousse or gel because it kills my hair, I bought the foam, which is the serum in foam form, so that I can actually design my hair. I can actually style my hair, right? I have all of that. And there's so many other products that people buy. Now, those products each one lasts only a month. So I spend a shit ton of money on these products. What do you think? I'm gonna stop buying them because I want my hair to fall out? No, you gotta keep using these products in order to maintain. You think if you wanna bang hot girls, you're gonna stop using the erectile dysfunction pills that they're sending you? No, you're not. And most people are super embarrassed to talk to their doctors about it because a lot of the physicians that they see locally are physicians that are like family doctors, so they don't wanna talk about it, or the same physician that sees you sees your girl, for example. So that's why the subscription-based model is so effective, and it's a 90+% retention rate. Comparing Teledoc to Hims, I'm gonna give you some stats, and it's gonna be absolutely fascinating for you to hear. These numbers might be off a little bit because by the time the video actually hits and when I made this video, the price per share for Teledoc right now is just under $30, and the price per share for Hims is right around $6. The market cap of Teledoc, $4.8 billion, while the market cap for Hims is only $1.24 billion. Teledoc is trading near a 52-week low, while Hims is trading right around in the middle of the 52-week range. This is where it gets interesting. Teledoc's revenue was $592 million. This is for the quarter, while Hims' revenue was $113 million for the quarter. The most interesting thing is Teledoc made a massive 18% year-over-year gain, but Hims made a even more massive, 87% gain year-over-year. Let me repeat that again. 87% year-over-year gain, And it's not gonna get any slower. It's gonna keep adding, it's gonna keep getting bigger. And I'll explain to you why in just a moment. The full guidance for Teledoc for 2022 is 2.4 billion to 2.5 billion, while HIMSS is 470 million to 485 million. The margins for Teledoc, 69%, which is pretty good. However, the margins for HIMSS is 77%. It's growing at an 87% rate, and the margins are 77%. That is freaking crazy, and people are not talking about this stock, and the product is unbelievably good. And I'm telling you firsthand, I'm not getting paid, I'm not shilling nothing, I'm telling you firsthand, this shit grew my hair back. Cash and cash reserves. 884 million for Teledoc, and HIMSS has 195 million. So cash equivalents, and short-term investments, okay? Teledoc has 3 sectors: access, visits, and others. While HIMSS sectors is very simple: products and visits, and they have others as well. This is where it gets really, really interesting and where HIMSS is such a far superior model. HIMSS has 817,000 subscriptions. They got over 100,000 subscriptions this last quarter and over 100,000 subscriptions the quarter before this. If you think about it, in the United States, there's like 330 million people. Of the 330 million people, let's take away half the population because of kids and adults that are not of age, right? You're left with around 170 million people, right? So, something like this, give or take. Let's reduce that more to around 100 million, because then you're gonna say, well, Adam, you know, some people don't want this product, some people don't need this. You're left with 100 million. 100 million in such a huge different case of skincare, hair loss, erectile dysfunction, and they have so many different products for females. I don't even know the products they have for females, but I know it's also hair loss, and they have like female type things. I don't know. They only reached approximately less than 1% of their total addressable market. If you really think about it, now you can say, Adam, you know, 100 million is so big. Let's divide that by 2. We're left with 50 million. They still reached less than 2% of their total addressable market, right? Who can possibly use them? And if you want to decrease it, let's say you want to decrease it to 10 million. They're still under 10% of their total addressable market. You understand where I'm going with this? What makes them so dope is that they're actually selling a product and the visits, which is the difference between their telehealth and everybody else's telehealth. In the future, and right now they just upgraded that they have an app. I know it sounds crazy, but they actually got an app, a mobile app. Before you had to use the website, it wasn't so interactive or friendly to use because every single time you logged in, they ask you questions. How old are you? How's your hair loss? What are you here for? With the app, it's much easier to use. So now they have an app in Google Play, and they also have an app for iPhone. This app, I believe, is gonna increase sales because it's gonna make it smooth and easy for people to communicate. Why? Most people don't use desktops. Everything is mobile. If you guys are from my crypto channel, by the way, I have 3 channels: crypto, stocks, and real estate. So if you're here for stocks and you like real estate and you like crypto, hit the links down below. Do me a favor. I also have a sign up to my Substack if you want newsletters. In 2023, I'm gonna be doing some really cool things and some really cool promotions. So nobody wants to use desktops. Everybody uses apps, okay? This is why I believe HIMSS is an absolute monster. I believe HIMSS is an absolute beast. And I think HIMSS is really undervalued at $1.2 billion market cap. I think HIMSS has a lot to grow. I think their total addressable market is gonna grow. And if this is only taking account American, right? There is also a global market, right? There's like 8 billion people on this earth. And no, I'm not naive or ignorant to say that we're gonna get all of them, but there is a huge market. I'm just talking about the United States right now. For these reasons, and because I believe HIMSS actually works, and I'm like walking, living proof, right? HIMSS actually works. It's not just HIMSS, there's like a few other things that you need to do for your hair, for example, but HIMSS is a huge reason why I actually have hair on my head right now and I'm not bald. Now, this is why I love HIMSS. I love the product, I love the company, I like where they're going, and everything makes sense. But 90% plus retention rate, 87% year-over-year growth, 77% gross margins. That's it. That's all you need to know. Huge, huge opportunities. Thank you so much. Please give me the likes. Please give me the shares. Please give me the subscribe. The Berg is out.